Alright. Towel-wee whiz-wee. Towel-wee whiz-wee. Alright. Let's press this. Let's ask about the murder weapon. Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Cuby. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Oh, he knew it was inspiring! Oh, right, the statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. I got you. I got you. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse, real inspiring. I got you.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Oh, this is important. This one's very important. I believe that to be extremely importantly. I request I believe that to be extremely importantly. I request that it be added to the testimony. Oh no. A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill, celebrating the municipal mojo. Let's press that, shall we? A token of goodwill. Are you referring to the fox and demon statue? Yes, the statue the alderman allegedly used to strike back at Mayor Tenma. The mayor trampled down municipal goodwill only to be quabbled by its symbol. It's quite ironic, don't you think? And that's when that symbol of goodwill was transformed into a symbol of conflict. But that's important. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. You had to be there before it happened in order to see that happen, because it broke later. Details. Objection! Yeah, of course it is. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said this statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill, as if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Oh, LaBelle. Something the matter? So, how did you really know this statue is meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick. The statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Eep? What? The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, well? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you!
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime?
Yes. Yes, I am. What crime is it yes, Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, of Alderman Rex Cuby. Oh, I can't wait to see this guy come unhinged. I can't wait to just pop the screws out of his hinge, one at a time.
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Ugh. How could you possibly accuse me, embodiment of beauty? Way to go, Apollo! This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico! We got you now! We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it!
Silence.
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
Yeah, he could. Oh, yeah. What are you talking about? His alibi is already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right! Kiwi, I remember now! Alderman Kiwi told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Didn't kill him, no. No, not my good friend, the alderman. Yeah, right! He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Forgotten, have we? Recall that little scam statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else. Oh, dang it.
Dang it!
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent yesterday in yesterday's court session. Thus, Flo and LaBelle could not possibly have been in that locked room. No! I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle? The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your baldness?
It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection!
Silence.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono. But... Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict.
What?
No. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma. I object. Hold it.
Who?
Caw. It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma, I don't know if you're helping right now.
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify.
I recall it now only for your good graces. Counselor, oh, right, he meant me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him! It's no good, I can't restrain him! He's my master now. I love him, Tenma Taro, Demon Lord, Master. I worship you.
Caw. Know me and despair. For I am Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Mr. Justice, do something!
Since when am I responsible for court security? Apollo, this is our chance! We might get some new information out of him! Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
When you put it that way, no. Still, I believe testimony by yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
Unprecedented in absurdity, more like.
All right then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say, Mr. Tenma Taro, your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections, most real courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma.
Heed these words, mortal, for hear them but once you shall! Caw! 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 Caw!
Ticket, 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 ticket.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly 2 yokai did appear. On one side I, Tenma, ruler of demonkind, and on the other my mortal enemy, the 9-tailed fox. Is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes, indeed. All was in darkness.
And the part about Timotero and the 9-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tenma towered overhead, and the 9-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah! I call animal abuse, Your Honor! What? Why? Why? Humph. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half-dreamt, that happening lingers in his mind.
Use your thing. Do the beep boops. Yeah, do the thing. Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again. The discord is he was really happy because he killed everyone? That can't be it. Come on. Here we go! Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Alright. Sad kind of works. Suddenly, 2 yokai did appear. Alright, that should be surprising.
On one side, I, Tenma, ruler of demonkind.
And on the other, my mortal enemy, the 9-tailed fox. You happy? You happy about the fox? Got it. Let's talk about that. Let's discuss that. When the 9-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence, and then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenma towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? Bop-ba-da-ba-da-bop-ba-da-bop. You were inside the chamber.
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Timotero you saw? Likely the Forbidden Chamber statue.
Why, yes! That would explain it.
Ooh.
The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the 9-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. Probably not, but could be. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah! I do believe I remember now. That was not the 9-tailed fox. It was...
the amazing 9-tails! What? The amazing 9-tails? At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it.
'Twas the amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
Okay, 60%, getting it shaved down a little bit. I'm sorry I asked. The amazing Ninetales, but that was the victim, Alderman Cuby, right? Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that, this is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Barely conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. So sad. Ooh? Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenma loomed overhead. Shocking. Suddenly the door did open, and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. What's weird? I almost think it's weird that he's not sad here. But then he is again. So many beeps. Sad, shocked, happy, happy and sad. Let's pinpoint the sadness here. When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness? Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red. They're not... The emotions aren't evidence. The emotions are us basically psychologically analyzing him to figure out what's going on. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably is the word you mean, did inexplicably wash over me. A cape of red. Apollo! We've reduced the noise level! Oh, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? It's not red cape, it was blood! What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something that's obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction, here comes justice. Over the teeth and through the gums, look out stomach, justice comes. Alright, Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenma Taro loomed overhead. Suddenly the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue, but we're going to present... First up, we're going to save. Bling. And we will present... No, probably this. Yeah, I don't think anybody's coming to any kind of rescue there. Oh, or just the fact that he doesn't wear a cape. We'll just show this off. Objection! I think it's just the postcard. You said the amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma, does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red, not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view, and I thought to myself,
The amazing Ninetails is arrayed in a cape of red. So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh? Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me. So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetails. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? It's clearly blood. I know. Could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? Do you have a specific thing of it? It is... something red that could produce a deep sadness? Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the alderman's blood? Blood? Why, yes. It was blood. Woof, that is hard to do. Whew! That moan broke me!
It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was
lying behind the amazing Ninetails. The alderman's bloody body. Eek! So somebody else was dressed up? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! His noise level's down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now. Does that mean the amazing Ninetails killed Alderman Cubie? But the Alderman was the amazing Ninetails, so how exactly would that work? Hey, I asked you first!
Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover... Oh, don't you think this strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber, but she said naught about seeing the amazing Ninetails there. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
I'm going to save, and then I'm going to lie and say that yes, I can. Because even though I don't think I can, I think that by the time we get there, we can get it. So yeah. Yes, of course, I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. I will eat it. I will eat your head. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Can't you just, like, you know, a little bit?
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation, so let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see her father and Mayor Tenma and the victim?
A very good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
Let's save. I think the disguise is a pretty good idea. But let's look at these other options. We've got Jinxie was confused. She got the rooms mixed up. No. I'm going to say a little disguise. Let's just see what happens. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unlike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Yeah, the guy's got lips that go on for days. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Alright. Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll... Ah! Yeah! Is Apollo dead? Humph. Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your baldness, your verdict, if you will. Is this how he gets his eye patch? Is this step one of Mummy Pirate?
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
Oh, okay. Done. What's left for me to do? Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside... Okay, upside down. Turn the case upside down? Huh. He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. Because they were dressed as Tim Matero. A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your baldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof, they never did, and they never will.
Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
No, I do have proof! Do you now?
All right, but this better be good, Mr. Justice.